Hello, Miss Neneng.
Hello, sir.
Oh,
Is it me now?
yeah, now it will
Uh,
be your turn. You're going
okay.
to have to session with me 25 minutes and then with the second examiner also 25 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to start this comprehensive exam. My first question, have you watched my video, Miss Neneng?
What video, Mister?
The comprehensive exam preparations. So you're
Oh,
not even subscribing to my YouTube channel?
I
Oh
have
my god.
subscribed, but I
Yeah,
don't watch your video yet.
I already uploaded yesterday. Yeah, the comprehensive exam preparation. So you haven't watched it yet.
No, I haven't watched it because yesterday I make
Okay.
preparation for this exam.
Okay, we're going to start the comprehensive exam dan Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, today it will be the second day of the comprehensive exam, and then Miss Neneng Harunisa, you're the second contender. At the previous one, we got Miss Yeni, and then I already recorded Miss Yeni. After this comprehensive exam, I'm gonna upload it. So your friend are gonna have the next comprehensive exam. They're going to have the clue, the hints, what kind of the questions.
Yes,
Unfortunately, you haven't watched my previous
yes,
video.
that's my unfortunate.
So I hope you're going to be able in answering all of the questions. Okay, Miss Neneng. And
Okay.
then before we're going to start the comprehensive exam, let's recite Basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
hope you're gonna give a clear, comprehensive, detailed kind of answer, for all of the questions that I'm gonna give. Yeah. By the way, you look beautiful today, Miss Neneng Harunisa. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, I hope you'll be ready to complete all of the questions. Yeah. And then I'm
Okay.
gonna give you 5 minutes maximum. One more time, 5 minutes maximum to explain every single things that you want, starting from the first subject and then also second subject. Okay. After you already completed giving the elaboration, giving the presentation in 5 minutes, you are going to have the Q&A. Yeah, I'm gonna give you questions, some kind of question that I already give you guys a clue from the previous video of comprehensive preparation, and then you haven't watched it yet. Yeah, that's a good
Yes.
one, I guess. Okay, and then come on, time is yours, Miss Neneng Hairunisa. Best of luck. Come on.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In my lesson plan, I plan to use PBL in the learning process. The first one, it, as usual, I will give them, what is it? It's like orientation. It's like orientation, a perception, and so motivation. And the second one, after that, I will give them, what is it? It's like a discussion process. It's going into PBL, problem-based learning. So the first one, I will give them the orientation of the problems. Here, the subject I took for the learning process tomorrow is about descriptive text. And so the second one, after orientation of the problem, I will organize the student into several groups. They can be divided into 6 or 7 small groups in one class. And then I deliver the problem they should solve in the PBL. And next, I will guide the students to the investigation of the problem. It's about identification and analyzing of descriptive text. It's about generic structure and so language feature of the descriptive text. And next, after that, the students will improve their solved problem and then present the problem in front of their friend. And the last session of PBL here is the student will analyze and I will evaluate the result of their problem solving in their discussion group. And so that is for the first one. The method I use here is scientific method. It means that students are being centered in the learning. They have to be more active. They have to give their active impression during the lesson. And I will use the media here. I will use a multimedia here. The first one I use is about Canva. And so the next one, BID, it's an AA program provided by Canva. And so the next one I use Steve AI. It's the application to make the explanation text into the video, into the speaking video. And the next I will give them quiz from Bamboozle. It's one of the AI program. It's the program about the quiz. The students will be what is it? Will be in group. Will be the student will answer the question through the application. But I will use a single device because I teach in a boarding school where the students are not allowed to bring smartphone. So I just use a single device here. And the next, when presentation, I will just assess their learning observation so that I don't assess their, what is it, their speaking skill because my goal here, my learning objective here is about reading and writing. So I don't even assess their what is it their speaking skill during the presentation. Okay, that is for the first meeting. And the second one, I will use mind mapping technique. It's the purpose is to make students what is it compose the descriptive text by their own language easier. So I will give them the technique. It's use mind mapping technique, and so they are going to compose the what is it the descriptive text of their own by using these techniques. Okay, that's I want to what is it I want to do in my planning to teaching in the next week. Okay, that's all,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, thank you. Are you ready for the questions? Now let's go with
I don't
the
know.
Q&A then. Yeah. Okay, my first questions, Miss Hairunisa. Miss, what is it? Your nickname? It is Neneng. It's Hairunisa. Miss Nisa, what is it?
My usually I cooked by Anissa.
Anis. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Miss Anis, my first questions. While identifying the problem, there are several steps that you have to do, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what kind of pace, what kind of step that you do in identifying the problems, Miss Anis?
The first one, maybe the first, I want the first thing to do to identify the problem is the results of the, what is it, of their, the outcome, the student outcome. So when I choose reading comprehension as the problem I identified, what is it, the step I use is to see how extent their comprehension, to what extent their comprehension in reading. So the second one I see into the learning method is the learning method I used before is suitable for the students nowadays. We know that they are usual with the gadgets and etc. And so I look into the environment. Is the environment of the learning suitable for them? Is it make them comfortable to learn everything in the class or not? Like that.
Okay, thank you. Second questions. After you identify the problem, you're gonna explore the problem, right?
Yes.
Okay, how did you explore the problem? And then what was the result of the explorations?
Okay, the
Come on.
first one for exploring the problem, I took several research from the journal research and this study. I took I think, many of the studies or many of researches and many journals I took from the website, from the, from the Google Scholar and etc. and I analyze the journal and the research. And so the second one, I do the interview to my principal, school principal, and so the teacher, senior teacher, and the fellow teacher, and also the student. So the conclusion of what they give, it's come back to the teacher, I think. The first one is learning environment and so teaching method. And the last one is media, of course, because they use the students right now used to used to utilize the technology in their own daily life.
That's all? Okay,
Yes,
next
I think.
questions. After you explore the problem, you come with the deciding the problems, right? How
Yes.
did you decide the problem, Ms. Neneng?
When I decide the problem, I use the easiest thing for me, I think, because when it's hard, when the solution I find from the research or from the interview, it is hard to be applied. I won't take it because the thing to do for me is it will take a longer time. So I need a simple way with a shorter time to be applied in my learning process. So I took it's about the media, of course, because I am I realize in this program that I am I am good at, sir. So in this program, I realized so many AI program, so many AR and AR program that I didn't know before. So in this program, I will increase my ability to use the media as well as possible.
Okay. Next questions. I want you to please give an overview of your action planning and then also the evaluation planning. Come on. An
Pardon,
overview,
sir?
a brief overview. Okay, first one, action planning, and then
Mm.
second one, evaluation planning. Come on.
Can I share my screen? No.
No, you don't have to because you
Oh,
already got
the
your 5
action
minutes.
planning.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then also the evaluations planning. Come on.
Okay, like I said before, when I explore the problem and I find the solution, I find so many solutions in the action planning, but I take only three solutions to be applied in my classroom. The first one is mixing various of learning methods. For example, PBL mixed with the for in my lesson plan, PBL mixed with the discussion method and so scientific approach, TPEC, and the second one is using using multimedia in my teaching process. And the third one is creating a fun and enjoyable learning environment. That's the solution I take for my learning. For my learning activity?
And then you were mentioning your evaluation planning. Okay, let's skip that
Oh
one then.
yeah, I
Okay,
forgot.
next. Next, when you try to conduct, when you try to build, when you try to create a learning material, you need to consider also the higher order taking skill kind of the learning material. What kind of the learning material that supported HOTS in your teaching document,
Okay,
Miss Anis?
in my teaching document, of course, when it's because I teach in senior high, so I choose to analyze and so present and compose. So analyzing the text. The first one is analyzing. They should analyze the text I give them, and so the second one they should present. They make the presentation of the text, and the last one is they have to compose their own descriptive text. Okay, that's maybe the hot skill I expect from my students.
Okay, massive thanks, Miss Aris. Next one. What about literacy in your teaching document? What form of literacy that you got that you're going to provide your students?
Okay, I'm going to provide various descriptive text in my learning in my learning process. I provide various of descriptive text. So the first one, I will provide one descriptive text to be used as a sample of my explanation. And the second one, in the discussion sessions, I will give them every group one text. Then every single group I give them one text. So I need to provide 7 to 8 texts to improve their literacy. And so for the last session for mind mapping technique, I also use one of descriptive text and I give them the literacy about mind mapping techniques and also about the media I learned and media I use to the learning process.
That's all?
Yes, I think.
Okay, next one. We're talking about TPAC, technological, pedagogical content knowledge. TPAC. What
Yes.
is it, TPAC? Based on your opinion, Miss Anis.
Based on my opinion, feedback is a what is it? Is a technique which the learning process using the learning process by utilizing technology to what to the learning necessary. So when the learning process need a technology, teacher should apply should utilize the technology into the learning process. I think that's what it means by feedback. So the teacher
Okay.
use the technology, utilizing the technology into the learning process and combine to the material needed in the learning process.
Okay. Massive thanks. Next questions. Yeah, the question here related to the suggested learning models and then also suggested learning media. Yeah, what kind of the suggested learning model that you take for the teaching document, and then what kind of the 3 suggested media that you choose for your teaching document. Yeah, consists
Okay.
of the AI, VR, and then AR. Come on, Miss Anis.
Okay, the first one, the learning method I use into teaching material. The first one is PBL, program-based learning. And so in the form of discussion, and so I use the scientific approach for the first meeting. And the second meeting, I use, what is it? I use TPEC and mind mapping for the second meeting. And for the media, the first one I use DID. DID is the application of AI provided by Canva. And so the second one is Steve AI, like I explained just now. That Steve AI is the application that allows the user to to make a text into video or to make a text into animation. And so the last one, I use a Bamboozle as the quiz. It's based on EA. So the student can learn from from the quiz based on the EA, the program in Bamboozle.
That's all?
Yes, I only use 3 of EA.
Okay, and then next questions, what kind of the preparations that you have for the next teaching practice subject? How many cameramen that you're going to use? Who will be the one that gonna observe your teaching practice? How will be the scenario of your teaching practice? Yeah, and then what kind of video that you are going to use as the example that you're going to make for the teaching practice? Come on, Miss Anis.
Okay. When I talking about the learning practice, I will use three supporting system, three supporting person, two for the two for the camera, and one for the controlling the students. and it will be observed by principal, but I don't talk yet. I don't tell my principal yet, but I plan to talk about this problem that he will observe my teaching process. And so, what is it? The last question? I'm sorry, sir.
Okay, come on. Your preparations, the angle of the
Okay,
video, how long that you're going to make it, and
okay,
then the video that you're going to imitate as your inspirations. Do you
okay.
still remember when we had our time in our first subject, Miss Anis?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, and then I
Okay.
share a video of the teaching practice
Nah,
from
I
Miss.
watch that.
Yeah, okay. And I want you to please try to imitate
Okay.
the
Yes.
video as
Mm,
superb as that one. Because if you
okay.
can create the video, edit the video just like the example that I shared when we had our time on the first subject, I guess that will be an impressive one. Okay?
Okay. I plan to use the video from the duration is about 15 to 20 minutes about my learning process. And
Yeah,
so,
okay. The video
uh-huh.
consists of 20 to 30 minutes.
Oh,
20
20 to
minutes,
30.
yeah.
It's not 15 minutes.
20 minutes
Okay.
minimum, and then
20.
the maximum it will be 30 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And then
I plan to use an AI presenter to be my
mm,
assistant in interaction of the video, and so
mm,
I will use what is it, Canva, because I think Canva provide everything. AI is
mm.
PR. It's provided by Canva, so it's a complete what is it? It's complete one in Canva. So I will use Canva to make my learning video. So in the last one, I will what is it? I will give them an example of the videos of the learning material they will learn in that day, including in Canva. So I will use a hyperlink and the other what is it, AI into the hyperlink in the Canva. So I will use many programs, but all of the programs I use that will be in one program, that's Canva.
Okay, it seems like you are the brand ambassador of Canva because it seems like you are
Yeah.
promoting use Canva, blah
Yes.
blah blah. Okay, and then I'm suggesting you to please try to watch all the great example of video from your
Okay.
senior, and then you can access my YouTube channel to watch it. Yeah, and then if you try to have a look at the video of the comprehensive exam preparations, I guess that's gonna help you a lot because all of the
Yes.
questions I already gave the hints on it.
Yes. It's my unfortunate. So
Okay, I guess that's enough. That's the 25 minutes. And then I'm asking you permission. I'm gonna upload this video and
okay.
then you're going to share it to all of your students, to all of your
Okay.
friends, yeah, and then your teacher in your school also. This
Okay.
is the
Thank
way
you
that
so
you
much,
answer the
sir.
questions. Okay, Miss Anis, that's all the last question that I have for you. And then let's close this comprehensive exam here by reciting Hamdalah together. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. After this one, you're gonna go with the second examiner. Who is the
Okay.
second examiner of yours?
Miss Mutiarani.
Okay, and then you're gonna wait on the main room. Miss Mutiarani gonna pick you out to do the second task. Okay, best of luck for the second task, Miss
Thank you,
Anis.
sir.
Okay, see ya on the next meeting. Thank you.